The stadium goes silent. Millions watch in disbelief. June 25, 1999, the ball leaves Avery Johnson's hands with 47 seconds left.
Right.
It drops through the net. The New York Knicks are stunned, and in one unforgettable moment, the entire sports world changed. Welcome to HAUP Sports. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover the biggest stories in sports, from legendary performances and shocking controversies to locker room drama, trades, rivalries, and the moments that redefine the game. We dive deep into the stories behind the athletes, teams, and headlines shaping the sports world.
That's right.
And today, we're doing a deep dive into how Tim Duncan's 1999 championship timeline set a blueprint that honestly exactly mirrors the current 2026 Knicks-Spurs finals rematch that you are seeing right now.
Yeah, the parallels are striking when you get into the tactical weeds of it.
Yeah.
You really can't look at 2026 without understanding just the absolute physical grind of that 1999 lockout season.
Right. I mean, they crammed 50 games into
90 days, 50 games in 90 days.
which is basically asking athletes to run a marathon in combat boots. Just a total war of attrition.
Exactly.
And that's how a battered Knicks team became the first 8 seed to drag themselves to the finals, only to run into a 22-year-old Tim Duncan who just completely dismantled them.
No, he tore them apart. He averaged 21.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks a game to get there. San Antonio took the series in 5.
Right, but I'm going to push back a little on the mythology of that 99 run, though.
Okay, how so?
Well, a lot of analysts look at that lockout and they see an asterisk, right? The entire league was out of shape. Was San Antonio's first title actually a tactical masterpiece or just a lucky byproduct of a completely gassed NBA?
I mean, looking at the game tape, it definitely wasn't a fluke. The Spurs didn't just survive the schedule, they completely revolutionized their spacing.
Really?
Yeah. While other teams were relying on, sluggish, isolation-heavy offense, San Antonio ran their inside-out game through the Twin Towers' Duncan and David Robinson.
Right.
They actually used the lockout to hold player-only workouts in church gyms. They drilled this high-low passing system that the rest of the league physically just couldn't defend.
So they basically built a structural advantage while everyone else was just trying to survive, which actually is a perfect mirror for how they navigated their recent crisis.
Oh, well, sure.
But the chaos of 1999 was nothing compared to the near collapse the Spurs faced just a year ago. And hey, real quick, if you're loving these deep dives, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even bigger stories coming up. So anyway, the sky is falling in San Antonio.
Yeah, they were coming off a miserable 22-win season.
Mm-hmm.
And then disaster hits, right? Coach Greg Popovich suffers a stroke, forcing Mitch Johnson to just step up and take the reins mid-stride.
And then their entire future, Victor Wembanyama, gets sidelined with that terrifying blood clot.
Right. But the thing is, they don't panic. Mitch Johnson actually modernized the offense. He increased their pace and told the front office, hey, let's trade for all-star De'Aaron Fox. And then they drafted Stephon Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Fox provides this downhill rim pressure that collapses defenses, which frees up Castle on the wing, all while Wemby is trailing as this just devastating lob threat. It's a perfectly engineered ecosystem.
See, everyone calls the Spurs lucky for landing Wembanyama in the lottery, but it's not luck.
No, not at all.
It's more like a venture capitalist diversifying their portfolio while, hoarding liquid cash. They kept their cap flexible, absorbed assets from desperate teams, and struck the second Wembanyama proved he was healthy.
It was brilliant asset management.
Totally. And later in the deep dive, we'll break down the specific matchup fans still can't stop arguing about heading into the finals.
Because, 27 years after Avery Johnson's shot, we have the exact same finals matchup. But it is a completely different tactical battle.
The Knicks are a buzzsaw right now. Jalen Brunson has carried them on an 11-game playoff win streak with his just unbelievable shot creation.
True, but he's about to run into a 22-year-old Wembanyama, just like New York ran into a 22-year-old Duncan. Wemby is putting up 23.2 points and 3.5 blocks.
That's insane.
And New York is highly vulnerable inside because Mitchell Robinson's broken pinky just destroys their rebounding depth.
Right, and Wembanyama's defense, it isn't a black hole, it's an event horizon. Once you cross into the paint, your shot is getting blocked.
Exactly.
Because of his absurd wingspan, he forces guards like Brunson to completely alter the geometry of their offense. Driving is just mathematical suicide, so everything gets pushed to the perimeter. Can Brunson's elite floater even get over that kind of length?
That is the defining question of this series, honestly. San Antonio boasts the #3 defense specifically because of their switchability.
Yeah.
Mitch Johnson's scheme allows Castle and Fox to relentlessly pressure the perimeter, funneling ball handlers directly into Wembanyama. Brunson can't rely on isolation. The Knicks have to move the ball flawlessly to crack that zone.
Think about this, though. If Wembanyama wins this title against the Knicks at age 22, exactly like Duncan did, does overcoming a blood clot and a sudden coaching upheaval make his immediate rise even more legendary than the original blueprint?
That's a huge question.
27 years ago, Avery Johnson's shot silenced a stadium and birthed a dynasty. Now, we wait to see who takes the shot that changes the sports world this time. You've been listening to HAUP Sports, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping the world of sports. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the game alive.